Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
Didn't that look like fun? I mean, especially this time of year with the weather we've got. Boy, the perfect thing to do to hit Lucky Peak.
Yeah, it looks like so much fun. So paddleboarding, really any body of water feels really nice, especially if you are just out there in the afternoons and it's getting hot. That cold water will really help cool you off. Now, just a heads up, we do have a fire weather watch in place for our Magic Valley for this afternoon and evening. So where you see all of this light tan color, that's for today. Now, also on top of that, we have a heat advisory from Melba to Murphy all the way up to Weiser, where temperatures could exceed 104. So we could look at some critical fire conditions within the next 12 hours. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do eventually see a red flag warning. However, for this afternoon, the big story is heat. So triple digits across our valley floors from 103 into Glenns Ferry all the way up to Ontario, about 104 here. This is going to be the hottest spot on our map. And if you're in our mountains, you get upper 80s. Idaho City. So again, it is going to be a hot afternoon ahead. On top of that, breezy, and because we are so hot and dry and breezy, that's why you have that fire weather watch over and in place across the Magic Valley. But you'll notice our wind gusts really hover between about 15 miles per hour over to near 30 as we get ready for our Tuesday evening. So these breezy conditions are going to follow us into our next couple days. So just a heads up there, especially if you're maybe out in the afternoons. The breeze may keep you a little bit cool at times, but it is overall going to be hot. Now, we are also looking at that slight chance for some thunderstorms across eastern Idaho, all the way down in the Magic Valley and extending into eastern Oregon. We aren't in that same risk for us in the Treasure Valley, but again, a lot of what we're going to look at for this afternoon is not going to be really any widespread event. It's going to be isolated thunderstorms with very little rain and gusty winds instead. So taking a look at the rest of the day, this goes by 3 o'clock. You can see a few light isolated showers bubbling up, but it's not very extensive or heavy, and it's quite fleeting through the area. By the time we head into Tuesday afternoon, we will look at some changes to come with our temperatures, especially into Wednesday. It'll get a little bit cooler out there, but it's not going to be super cool again. We'll be having with those lower 90s rather, but you have this low move in from Canada. As it does, it increases our clouds, but also brings in that cooler weather, and then by the weekend we kind of just see it rebuild. So tomorrow we aren't sitting in the triple digits, which is really nice because it's going to really feel hot this afternoon, but it will still overall be hot. Yeah, and you got lower 90s into Ontario tomorrow, so big difference already. 82 into Baker City, 80 in McCall, mid 80s following you into those mountains. By the time we get ready for the weekend, the heat does rebuild, so do prepare for still a hot week overall. Lower 90s into Wednesday, upper 90s by Saturday, and really stretching us into our weekend, mid 90s into Sunday. So hot weather. Again, hydrate, sunscreen, make sure you're taking shade breaks as you continue into your afternoon.